What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another player prop video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section and enter your name into the $50 giveaway that I do every single week on this channel. It is Friday, baby. We made it through the week. It's Friday, and you know we gotta end it on a high note, baby. PropsMadeEasy.com. Only $20 a month remained hot yesterday. It was another fantastic day. Baseball, CS2, Call of Duty, League of Legends, anything you can possibly imagine. We just continue to consistently dominate at. The Twitter page is blowing up. Make sure you follow Twitter at PropsMadeEasy. We post a few slips over there throughout the day. Man, lock in. Lock in because busy time of year is coming up. College football is coming up soon. NFL preseason we just smashed yesterday as well. College football's coming up here in like 12 days, something like that. So get locked in. Let's get some big money this year. No reason to spend most of your bankroll on the tools themselves. Spend only $20 at Props Made Easy for the amazing tools there, and put most of your bankroll on the actual slips you play through the month. All right. Anyway, as you can see, I am at the beautiful interface of Props Made Easy. Absolutely love the way this thing looks, especially on mobile phones. On my phone, it's just so much better now, utilizing the mobile layout. It's so much better. Now, an addition that was made last night is the ability to be able to type in a team. Remember before we could type a team in and it would kind of just show you the players from that game? So let's say you only want to see the players from a certain game. So let's say Washington. There you go. Start typing in Washington. All you will see is Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Washington players. Okay? Now, there's not a big reason to filter too much because, as I've always said, follow the data. At Props Made Easy, it really is as easy as it seems. A lot of people try to make it harder than it needs to be. Props Made Easy puts the best plays right there at the top. There's no reason for you to be scrolling super far down. There's no reason for you to be going and searching too crazy. It's right there for you. Okay? Do not overthink things. I understand that you're used to doing things a certain way. You've always done things, you know, maybe you've looked at this and looked at that and looked at this and looked at that when you're doing your research process. If you're a member of Props Made Easy, you no longer have to do all of that. Props Made Easy saves you that time and makes sure you're making those pro level decisions. Okay? You don't have to do all of that anymore. Anyway, let's get straight into the plays. At the top of the tool, Kyler Murray over 231.5 passing yards at a 5 sportsbook differential. Other sportsbooks are at 236.5 on him. Like the spot here because, like I said yesterday, I mean, you expect them to be playing from behind most likely against the Bills. I'm not sure if this is in Arizona or in Buffalo. That could make a difference. Let me actually look real quick. I mean, obviously in Arizona in that dome would be even better for the passing game. The Cardinals are going to be playing. I'm looking at opening. I think they're in Buffalo, actually. They're going to be in Buffalo, which isn't a big deal because Buffalo's beautiful weather anyways at that time. It'll be beautiful. It should be, at least. I'm actually, my mom actually lives out in that area now. So I'm actually going to be visiting out there in like sometime in October. So it's supposed to be beautiful around that time. But Kyler Murray, fantastic spot with them expected to play from behind for sure. Baker Mayfield, under 241.5 at a -4 sportsbook differential, 237.5 on the other sportsbooks, man. So really, we're using the smartness that these others. Remember, every single sportsbook, they invest so much money into getting these lines as accurately as they humanly possibly can. Y'all know that. If y'all have been playing this thing, well, it's not even humanly. They use AI technology, they use experience, all that good stuff to set these lines as accurate as they possibly can. All we're doing is using their intelligence against them, using all of the resources that they've put into place in these sports books. We're putting all their intelligence together to give us one line out of all of them, and then we're attacking Prizepicks using that line. I mean, that's really what we're doing. We're taking advantage of the smarts of all these sports books. We're taking all of their genius decisions and where they're placing their lines, and then we're utilizing that against Prizepicks and where they're setting their lines. So Baker Mayfield under 241 passing yards is a good one at -4. CJ Stroud over 267.5 at a 4 sportsbook differential. Other sportsbooks are at 271.5 on average here through the industry so far. All right. More sports books are going to come up as we get closer to week 1. More sports books are going to be dropping lines. So we'll get even more of a bigger representation once we get all the sportsbooks lines into one, to be able to attack even further. All right. Dak Prescott over 260.5 at a 4 sportsbook differential. Other sportsbooks are at 264.5. So some really solid options still for week 1, man. They're staying on the board. They are staying on the board. As you can see, Drake May definitely went over. Javon Baker went under. Um, yeah, solid spot. CFL. What's up with the sportsbook line? Samuel's sportsbook. Oh, because it's all the sportsbooks that have lines for this thing is for some reason. I need to tell our guy to like cut that down to like only like that. Yeah, I don't know why that whole thing's showing, but either way, as you guys can see, man, we're a data company, man. Look at all that data. Anyway, Samuel Emilis for CFL. All right, over 55.5 reception yards, 2.67 sportsbook differential. Other sportsbooks are at 58.16, as you can see, right? The Prizepicks line's at 55.5, so attack that. That's a good spot. Walter Fletcher, over 48.5 rushing yards at a 2.67 as well. Taylor Powell, over 272.5 passing yards, over at a 1.5 sportsbook differential. Other sportsbooks are at 274. So some good options there for CFL. All right, MLB. Let's get it. Andrew Heaney at the top of the list. Now, first thing that we notice here is that there's no green probabilities at the top. Remember, these are already sorted by the absolute best options, okay? These are all of the best plus EV plus projection options. If you're new to Props Made Easy, we take EV, we show you the best EV player, but we only show you the best EV player that also has our projection data on the same side. We invest a ton of time, effort, money, all that stuff into our player projection data for the main sports, NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, to be able to give you projection data on top of EV. So we take the EV, we add projection data on top of that, and if the projection data is on the same side of where the EV is, it's even better because then you have all of that other data. Not only do you have the data of the sports books, but you have other data as well from some of the top data companies in the entire betting industry to give you the most accurate representation of what should happen, right? Now, obviously, things aren't going to be 100%. This is the sports betting world. But if you consistently are utilizing all of the data to your benefit, as Props Made Easy members know, if you're taking the top plays at Props Made Easy, you are highly successful to this point. All right, we continue getting better as time goes on. That's because we're just getting more and more user-friendly. We're making sure our data is absolutely up to par and top-notch, and it is. It's as good as you can possibly find anywhere in the industry. Andrew Heaney is not a green probability, but I'm going to explain to you why he's still interesting to me. You guys know I always look at this highest odds. Now, what this highest odds tells me is that the PME consensus odds right here, consensus odds are from all the sportsbooks combined into one line. Okay? They're at a minus 138. The highest odds are upwards of minus 142. Now, if the consensus odds edge their way up even to minus 139, minus 140, this will be a green. Okay? Now, Andrew Heaney could still be taken off the board with how decent of data he has behind him. But Andrew Heaney under 1.5 walks at 52.98% chance to hit. Almost that green probability that we like to focus on. Minus 138 PME consensus odds gets as high as minus 142 and a projection of 1.4. So all of the data is on the under 1.5 walks. And it is a fantastic spot to attack. All right. Now, there's nothing else that is very good. I mean, let's scroll down for a second. But remember, I always tell y'all, don't get too caught up in trying to go all the way down here. There's no reason you should be playing any of this. Okay? Yes, the EV and the projection data will be on the same side here, but this is all the way down here at minus 125 as the highest odds. Consensus odds of minus 123. It gives you over a 50% chance to win. If you play Ali Sanchez, you're going to win over 50% of the chance, 50% of the time. But we don't care to do all of that. We want to play the absolute best. We want to win even higher, the highest we can possibly play. We want to win the most money without taking the most risk. That is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So, anyway, so yeah, at the top of the list there, we do have Andrew Heaney, who is a solid play. Obviously, we want to see that get to that green level, but otherwise, he's a fantastic play. He's almost there. All right, over on Underdog, there's really nothing playable on Underdog right now. I wouldn't worry about Underdog at the moment. Better picks, you do have the Jackson Holiday under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs on better. Under as at 52.75 chance to hit, so that's almost there. Minus 136 PME consensus, does get as high as minus 140 on Bovada and projection of 1.37. So everything is leaning on the under for him. Now over on DK Pick 6, we always have some solid value there. We have the under on the 8.5K for Paul Skeens. Under on the 8.5K is at 55.94% chance. Minus 156 PME consensus odds. Okay, so when you take all of the sportsbooks that has Paul Skeens K's odds, you put them all together, they are at minus 156 odds that he goes under 8.5. Okay, that is really solid juice on that under. Okay, sportsbooks do that. That way they're not winning as much. Like if that's expected to happen, if you bet that minus 156 on the under, you feel what I'm saying? You're not gonna make but much money on a regular sportsbook betting something like that, right? But on DK Pick 6, you can make a little more here. So under 8.5Ks, 55.94, minus 156 PME consensus. It gets as high as minus 178 on Pinnacle, and he's projected from 8.4, which is under as well. So really like the spot for under Paul Skeens. Ellie De La Cruz, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 55.2% chance to hit, minus 151 PME consensus on the over. Gets as high as minus 165 over on Bovada in a projection of 2.18 for Ellie De La Cruz. Kyle Hendricks, under 3.5Ks at 54.49% chance to hit. Minus 146 PME consensus on the under. Gets as high as minus 162 on Pinnacle. Projection of 3.4. So some really solid options there. Let's check Boom Fantasy. Boom Fantasy, you have Ryan Nelson. Under 5.5Ks at 53.51% chance to hit. Minus 141 PME consensus. Gets as high as minus 168. Projection of 5.4. So all of the data pointing towards the under there. Taking a look at Dabble. No thank you. I will not be dabbling over there with any of my bets. I'll tell you that right now. Andrew Heaney, the under 1.5 walks is still available over on Vivid as well. But that's about it, man. That's about it for MLB so far. MLB first inning runs. We're still working on getting that into the new mobile layout. It will be back, though. Don't worry. Now, looking over at MLB Fantasy, which has been on an absolute tear as well. These MLB batting fantasies have been dominating. I really like C.J. Abrams under 7.5 batter fantasy score at a -2. Other sportsbooks have his line at 5.5, who have that same scoring system as Prizepicks. So 5.5 compared to the 7.5, that's a -2. So grab the under on C.J. Abrams. Seiya Suzuki, however you say his name, under 8.5 batter fantasy score at a -2. Other sportsbooks have this at 6.5. So a good place to target as well. Let's move on. Over on WNBA, we got some money on some sleeper WNBA picks yesterday. But right now on Prizepicks, there's nothing crazy. I mean, the highest odds you have is Alicia Gray's under 14.5 points at a 52.26% chance to hit. A minus 134 PME consensus odd. So nothing too crazy there. Let's check some other sportsbooks to see if anything pops better. Everything's right around the same. Over on Sleeper, you can get some good value right now. Alicia Gray, over 3.5 rebounds at a 56.69% chance. Minus 161 is the consensus sportsbook there. Great spot for Alicia Gray. You compare that with Agua Mike, under 8.5 rebounds at a 54.84% chance. Minus 149. Ezzy McBeggar, under 54.68 at a under on her 8.5 rebounds at minus 148. Alyssa Thomas, over 8.5 rebounds at a 54.35 at a minus 146. But the absolute best play for WNBA is over on Sleeper. Alicia Gray, over 3.5 rebounds at 56.69% chance to hit. Minus 161 odds. Taking a look at PGA. We just had PGA a second ago. I guess they probably started then. I was already PGA had a bunch of green this morning, so definitely some solid options there. But they're all gone now. All right. Looking at MMA. Casey O'Neill, over 75.5 significant strikes is a 5 sportsbook differential. Other sportsbooks have this at 80.5. So great spot there. All right. Luana Santos, over 65.5 significant strikes, a 4.33 sportsbook differential. Other sportsbooks have that line at 69.83. We could take advantage and go over on Prizepicks. Ricky Glenn under 35.5. Significant strikes at a -3. Other sportsbooks are at 32.5. Tom Nolan over 25.5 at a 3 sportsbook differential. Other sportsbooks are at 28.5. When I say other sportsbooks, I mean every sportsbook combined into one line to give you the most accurate representation of the entire industry of what the industry is on in that line. All right? But yeah, tons of very good MMA options on the board right now. For tennis, a bunch of 0.5s. Alexander over 20.5 total games at a 0.5. Audrey Rublev over 23 games at a 0.5. A couple options there. For soccer, nothing too crazy. Roman under 3 player saves at -0.5. And then Zach over player saves of 3 at 0.5 sportsbook differential there. For Call of Duty, we do have the 2-player combo options, and we do have the 3-player. Let me see if there's any 3 players anywhere. They're not at the top. Look, see? You'll see Snoopy plus Cammy plus Purge. That's something that a lot of places don't have, but Props Made Easy has for you. We make sure we get that together for you. So we do have the 3-player combos as well. But remember, everything's in order from the best options. So right here in Call of Duty, the best options would be Cellium plus Simp. Over 110 first 3 map kills combo at a 2 sportsbook differential. Other sportsbooks have this at 112. Simp plus Cellium. First 3 map kills over 110. Same thing, just reversed. I need to have the... Oh, wait. Are they playing 2 different games? Yeah, they're playing 2 different games. Okay, this one's the FaZe versus 100 Thieves. This one's versus 100... whatever this is. I don't know. But anyway, they're 2 separate games, I guess, then. Okay, I get it. But yeah, those are the 2 best options there. For CS2, we have Awe, over 15.5 first 2 map headshots, over 2. Other sportsbooks have this at 17.5. Cryptic, 27.5 is the line first 2 map kills. We want the under at a -2 sportsbook differential. Other sportsbooks are at 25.5. So take advantage of Prizepicks as being too high and grab that under. All right. Fang, under 34.5 at a -2. 32.5 sportsbook differential. Slight, under 26.5 at a -2. Junior, under 33.5 at a -2. So we got so much CS2 value. CS2, Call of Duty, League of Legends, Valorant, esports in general have been on an absolute tear at Props Made Easy. Love to see it, man. Last but not least, Valorant. We have Calm, under 25 first 2 map kills at a -1 sportsbook differential. Other sportsbooks are at a 24 for him. So solid spot on that for him. All right. And that's it, man. Let's go back to MLB, see if anything has changed. Nothing has changed. That's it. You've got Gavin Williams creeping up. He's a 52.72 now. Highest odds of -150. So you can grab that before it even turns green, most likely. But yeah, thank y'all for joining me as always, baby. Let's keep getting this money, man. If you haven't tried Props Made Easy yet, you need to. Find out for yourself why. We're over 10,500 members already. First year. I'm not going to be surprised if we're up at 20,000 active members by NBA. Because NFL is such a popular time of year and we dominated like we did last year. So I'm expecting to really shoot up. All right. Thank y'all for joining me as always. Let's get it, baby. I'm out. Peace.